great to see you on this beautiful Wednesday. Hopefully the weather is gorgeous where you are right now. I think most of us are in Southern Cal right now, and it's gorgeous. It's such a beautiful day. And speaking of beautiful days, Crystal, I know we've got something coming up that we want to talk about, and we want to make sure that everybody is registered, and we would love to see you in person. We've got a 5K event coming up, guys, a walk, or if you choose, you can run if you'd like to. But we'd love to see you on April 30th at 9:30 a.m. sharp. Get there earlier though, because we'll be starting off our walk about that time. So we'd love to see you there. We have such a fun day planned for not just the 5K, but we're going to have lunch together. We're going to talk about setting our new goals for the next 6 months for our fitness and health, and really are looking forward to seeing you guys. So I'm going to hand it over to Crystal, let her share some more detail, but we do have the registration information there for you too.
Oh, right, right. So I was basically telling Sean earlier that I think there's about well, it looks like it's 7 people that's in this group that is registered. We have a total of 65 people that have registered thus far. So if you haven't done so, please go to your My Lacers account and register for this event. And how many with your digital hands? Maybe you can raise them. I know Rachel has attended before when we was at the reservoir. Paula has helped check in people. Irene, I see Brenda's hand. If you've participated in our 5Ks since we first started at the Silver Lake Reservoir, raise your hands. Okay, I see Rachel, Paula, Brenda. I know Irene. I know Peggy and her husband has. George, I think you and Ellen has participated in the walk as well. Um, who else? Okay, so yeah, if you
Yes, we
can,
did.
if you
Yes, we
have
did.
already put your name, first and last name in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. So yeah, we look forward to this is a new location. It's a very beautiful park. There's a lot of shade, there's a lot of trees, and I think that you all are going to really love this particular location and this park. There's 2 small parking lots, and then there's parking on the streets. So as he said, please, get there earlier if possible. Okay, Sean, I'm gonna turn it back over to you so we can get started.
Thanks, Crystal. I can't wait to see you guys. So be sure to register. Do that today. We'd love to see you there live. It's just a great opportunity to celebrate together and obviously have some fun during the day. So yeah, come see us. Come see us. So let's start off with some celebration, guys. Let's go around the horn. Love to just take a minute or two to have you share any successes, any wins that you can think of when it comes to your movement, your fitness. Let's talk a little bit about it. Could be your nutrition as well, anything related to your wellness. Love to hear from you. One thing, put it in chat, guys, or feel free to unmute yourself. We'd love to hear from you. And I'll go off my slide here so we can hear from you. Who would like to start? One thing that you feel like you've done well this last 30 days. Charlene, did you want to share something? I don't know. I see Charlene offer.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm on mute.
Let me see here. Yeah, there we go.
I could go.
Yes, come on, Catherine.
My win for the last 30 days is that instead of doing just walking and like going to go lift weights on occasion, I've also tried other forms of exercise, and I'm really happy about that because I was sticking to only like 1 or 2 things, and and now I've ventured out to something else or trying to still be consistent with that. But that makes me very proud because I feel like I was only going to stick to walking and doing weights like on occasion. So I'm very proud of myself for that.
Catherine, that's fantastic. How do you feel? What have you noticed? Anything different as you've begun to add more, for example, resistance training and regular exercise?
My body is not used to the other forms of exercise, so it's a humbling experience because you think that you're great at one thing and then you try something different and you realize that there's muscles that you've never moved before or never got to experience stretching, and it's a humbling experience.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true. And I think with more exercise, we begin to notice parts of our body that it's like, oh, I didn't realize that's sore. I didn't know that doing that movement would create that soreness, right? And that's a good thing, guys. When you're feeling your muscles, especially some delayed, muscle fatigue or soreness, that's actually your muscles saying, "I'm actually getting stronger." Your body is getting stronger as you feel that little bit of what's called lactic acid in our muscle. So, Catherine, thank you. That's awesome. Anybody else want to share one thing that you feel like, yes, I've made some progress in this area?
Go
I
ahead,
want to
Betty.
share. I want to share about the aging because I just had a birthday. So I went out dancing on Friday night, and Saturday I couldn't get out the bed. I was I was sore from neck to feet. And you know what I did? I woke up on Sunday and I went back dancing to I said, I need to get, loosen up my muscle. I was sore. I went back to the spot and I worked out some more on Sunday. So
Come on,
I'm
Betty.
proud of myself.
That is so good, Betty. That is so good. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is wonderful. But just dancing, right? Just doing movements that we were not used to doing. And I really wished we could have gotten some video of you dancing there, Betty. I think you were doing some moves, right? We're getting sore. You were really moving. That's good.
So,
I love
so
it.
workout.
We have something
There's
in
some.
chat from Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel said, I've been getting into the tiny habits more consistently, using the time that I would be just standing in line somewhere or sitting. I get up and do the chair squats and other leg kicks and kickbacks. It
Ah,
helps.
I love it.
Good
Oh,
job, Rachel. It's
that is
amazing.
so good, Rachel. Way to go, Rachel. Love it. Way to go. Congrats. Anybody else want to share any win, anything that we can just gives ourselves a little bit of a applause, pat on the back. Be thinking about it, guys, okay? Because we will all learn from each other. Like Rachel was saying, just doing a little bit more activity, like a 1 minute move. And I want to remind everybody about this too. You know, when we talk about when we think about food, we generally think of meals. For example, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But there's this idea of snacking. How many of you like to snack? Anybody like me like to have a little snack, maybe in the mid morning, maybe in the late afternoon, or how many of you maybe want to snack in the evening? We're honest. Snacking is a part of our way of living, right? But what if you thought of exercise, snacking, like doing a little bit of snacking throughout your day, right? Little moves that you can do throughout your day. In fact, I'm going to have you all stand up in just a moment, but I want to teach you today how you can do little movements throughout your day. And research is showing that you can significantly improve your health and your well-being, how you feel, by just doing a little bit of movement throughout your day. So it doesn't have to be much. I'm going to show you today some different moves you can do specifically related to stretching. So even just standing and doing some light stretching can really make you feel better, but it's also very, very beneficial. So we're going to talk about movement snacks today. But one of the things I really want to talk to you about today is, and Betty saw that, is we're going to talk about how growing old is optional. Did you know that? How many of you believe that? Physically, we're going to talk about slowing down the physiological aging process with regular movement. And if you're up for it, guys, please stand up. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to start off by a little bit of movement. We're going to do our joy workout together. For those of you that have been with us for some time, you know our joy workout. It's our favorite workout. So go ahead and stand up. You're gonna see this little icon here. And what I'd love for you to do, make sure you're in a safe area, guys, okay, that you can move freely. And I'm going to pull my video up here. Hang on one sec. And let me make sure my audio is on too, guys. Okay, so give me a thumbs up when I hit the record button here. And let me know if you can hear me, okay? Here we go. Oh, hang on. Sorry. My bad, guys. I've got to go and click a button. There it is. Got it. Okay. You ready? Okay, everybody. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear this. Hang on one second. I'm getting a block there. Okay, guys, can you hear this? Here we go. Can you
Ready
hear
to
that,
jump
guys?
into joy? Let's do this. We're going to start with a gesture of hope,
We can
reaching
hear,
for the sky. Reach
Can
up
you hear that okay, guys?
we can
and
hear
release.
Sean.
He's picking up.
Other side, stretch, and let go. Keep going. Find an easy flow. Palms open. Look up. Touch the sky. Now reach both arms overhead. Big breath in and release. If it feels good, bend your knees to sit back, then rise up.
Hang on
as
one
you
sec, guys.
reach. This movement welcomes you into.
I'm going to pause for a second. I want to make sure you could all hear that. Could you hear that okay, Crystal?
Yeah, I could hear it, but then you see the little
No,
thing.
no, the volume, it's
Yeah.
not good.
Let me make sure
The
you guys can hear it.
clarity.
'Cause I got to hit
Yeah.
a button. Let's try this, guys. Let's try
Yeah,
this.
I really
The
can't hear the
clarity.
music that well.
Yeah, let's try this, guys. Let me know if you can hear this. Hang on
No,
one sec. Yeah, just give me 1 second. It's spinning on me. We'll hold it in a second, guys. Our
Okay.
video may not be working today, and that's okay. So let's do this, guys. I'm going to take you through some movements that you can do. And hang on one. Let's try it one more time. Here we
Yeah.
go. It's funny how you're in a different setting and things don't want to work, right? Okay, let's try this.
Mm.
Okay. No, it's not going to work for us today, guys. Let's do this, guys. Do me a favor. Where you're standing, I'm going to take this off share.
You want me to put up?
Go ahead
Do you want
and
me to?
raise your right arm above your head. Raise your right arm above your head.
can you send the video to us and we could
Yeah, it
share it?
may take too long, sweetie. I'll just walk you guys through it today. I think you'll be able to do all of this. Yeah, let's try this.
Yeah.
So raise your right arm above your head, guys. Inhale deeply. Lower your hand down. Good. Raise the other hand above your head. And lower your hand down. Well done. Raise both hands above your head. Both hands above your head. Look up. Take a deep breath. And lower your hands down. Good job, guys. Let's do that again. Right arm above your head. Look up. Lower that hand down, nice and slow. Other hand, raise that hand up. Nice and easy. Relax your breathing. Good job. Now, I want you to put both hands together, interlock your fingers, turn your hands up and reach above your head. Reach above your head. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Good job. Well done. Release your hands down slowly. Good. We're going to take your left hand, place it on your hip, nice, right on your hip. And I want you to take your other hand and go above your head, and we're going to tilt. We're going to rotate just gently, gently, gently to the side. That's it, guys. Good job. Really nice and easy. Hold this for about 10 seconds. Be very gentle with your back. Good, guys. That's it. Nice job. Come back to center. We're going to place our hand on our hip. We're going to take the other hand. We're going to go the opposite side. Very gently, very gently. Be very gentle on your back. Good, guys. That's it. Good. Release. Let's do that one more time. We're going to raise the hand, take a deep breath. Slowly down. As you exhale, lean over to the side very gently. You're going to feel your back getting a little bit looser as you're holding that position. Good job. Come back to center. Opposite hand, reach up above and slowly, slowly, slowly reach down. Good job, guys. Well done. Come back to center. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm going to give you some neck exercises. I want you to take your hands, place them below your waist, put them below your waist. I want you to allow the weight of your chin, the weight of your head, to bring your chin to your chest. Just allow the weight of your head to bring your chin to your chest. Relax your breathing. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Good, guys. Inhale again. Slowly exhale. Good. Now I'm going to have you look up, and I'd like you to allow the weight of your head to bring your ear as close to your shoulder as you can. Okay? Just gently, gently, gently allow the weight of your head to gently just lower down. You're going to feel a stretch right along just right along the side of your neck. You're also going to feel this on what's called the trapezius muscle. Okay? Good job. Make sure your hands are below your waist. Good. Or on your hips. That's fine. Come back to center. Opposite direction. Same thing, guys. Just allow the weight of your head to gently, gently, you're going to feel this right along the neck area, right along the shoulder area. Maybe you're a little tight right now, and that's okay. That's okay. Inhale deeply. Slowly exhale. Good job. Okay, now this time, what I want you to do, I want you to take your right hand, place it on your left temple, and very gently just allow the weight of your hand to gently, gently, gently assist a little bit, not much, just a little bit. Be very careful. Don't push it. Just allow a little bit more of a stretch there. Just allow the weight of your hand to just apply a little bit of pressure. Inhale deeply. Hold that breath and slowly exhale. Good. Release that hand. Come back to center. Let's do the same thing, guys. Opposite direction now. Take your left hand, place it on the right hand side of your temple, and just very gently apply a little bit of pressure down. Good job, guys. That's excellent. Well done. Well done. Come back to center. Release. Now, do you notice that your neck feels a little bit more stretched? Now, I want to show you something. Your hands are very important on this position. What I'm going to have you do, I want your hand to be below your waist, okay, below your waist, but I want you to bring your hand up. Don't have it down. Make sure your hand is up. When you do this stretch, if I'm going to stretch to my left, I'm going to put my hand below my waist and I'm going to bring my hand up. Okay, so just bring your hand up, but keep your arm extended. So I'm going to bring my hand up. You can probably see it here and then lower it down, okay? So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to lean our neck, our head, and our stretching of the right side of my neck, or you could be doing the opposite side, but bring your hand up now. Bring your fingers up towards your forearm. You're going to notice a little bit more of a stretch in your side of your, do you feel that right on the side of your neck and on your shoulder? Now lower your hand down and then bring your head back to neutral. Let's do the other side. Same thing. Now, other hand, we're going to extend it below our waist. Again, I want to make sure that you are seeing me here. My hand is below my waist, and I'm going to bring my hand up. Okay, good. Nice and easy. Relax your arm, relax your body, relax your neck. This is a great stretch, guys, to do throughout your day because if we're on a computer or we're on a phone, it's really important to stretch our neck out. Okay, last one. Now we're going to allow our chin to come to our chest. Allow our chin to come to our chest. Put your hands below your waist, place them on your thighs. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Good job. Come back to center. Now, I want to do a couple rotational movements with you. This is something I'd love for you to practice doing throughout your day like a snack. I'm going to have you rotate, turn your neck gently. Don't force it. If you feel tension, stop, hold it to tension. Again, just allow your neck to just rotate. Your head is rotating to the side. You're going to feel this on the opposite side as you're turning. Come back to center. We're going to go the other direction. I'm going to rotate very gently. Again, go to tension, guys, not to pain. If you feel tension, make sure you stop. Let me make sure and look at everybody. Doing good, guys. That's it. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Good work. Okay, come back to center. Now, just for a second, give me a thumbs up if that felt good, right? Just a little bit on the shoulders. Now we're going to go to our shoulder region. I'm going to show you some stretches for your shoulder. I'm going to have you take your left hand and I want you to put it on your opposite shoulder. So if it's your right hand or your left hand, doesn't matter. Place it on your opposite shoulder. And then I want you to take your hand and I want you to guide very gently your elbow, just gently. Now you're going to feel a stretch right along the back part. This is called the posterior deltoid. This is the back of your shoulder. This is a very important stretch for our shoulder, but be careful. Again, go very gently. Hold for about 10 seconds. Good job. Excellent, and relax. We're going to do the other side. We're going to place our hand on our shoulder and then take your opposite hand and we're going to just gently apply a little bit of pressure, just a little bit of pressure. Good, that's it. Just a little bit, just so you can feel a little bit of a stretch here in the shoulder joint. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Good job, you guys. Excellent. Well done. Now, let's go back to that interlocking of your fingers. Interlock your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Reach your arms above your head. And what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to try to bring your shoulder blades together as you raise your head up gently. Good. Hold that position. Take a deep, deep breath. Slowly exhale as you lower your hands down. Good job. Well done. Now, let me show you one more stretch for your upper body. I want you to take your right hand and I want you to put it behind your back. What I want you to do is try to keep your chin up, try to keep your head up. The tendency is that we have a tendency to do this. Try to keep your head up. We're going to stretch the back of the tricep. Okay, take your other hand, place it on top of your elbow. You can see me here. Place it right on top of your elbow and just gently apply a little bit of pressure. You're going to feel this all along the back portion of your tricep. Do you feel that, guys? Yeah. Yeah, it's a good stretch, really good stretch. Excellent. Release your hand, other hand behind, again, behind your head. Try to keep your chin level to the floor the whole time. We're going to take our hand, we're going to place it on our elbow and just gently, gently, gently apply a little bit of pressure. You're going to feel a stretch here. Let me look at everybody. Good job, you guys. Well done. Well done. Good job. Excellent. And then relax. That is called a tricep stretch. One more stretch, and then I want to share some things with you. So these are snacks. These are little things you can do. Just standing up is beneficial as opposed to sitting. But I want to show you a movement that really helps your lower back. We'll just do one right now. I want you to put your hands together. Okay. I want you to extend your arms and I want you to rotate to the side. Now, again, go to a level where you feel tension, not pain, and hold that position. Hold that position. Good, guys. Sylvia, that's perfect. Crystal, that's excellent. Way to go, Terry. Paula, that's beautiful. Stay there, Rachel. I love it, Rachel. Bernadette, great job. Excellent. Come back to center now. Come back to center. We're going to go the opposite side now. Very gently, just rotate. When you feel tension, stop. Hold it, okay? Don't go to pain, just tension. Very good, Sylvia. Excellent. You're going to notice one side is more flexible than the other, okay? Come back to center. Let's try it one more time. Let's go the opposite direction. So I'm going to be going to my left. I'm going to rotate to my left and I'm going to hold. Now, I probably am going to be able to go a little bit further than I did the first set because my body's warm, right? But again, don't force it. Want to be very gentle with your back. Hold it for about 10, 15 seconds. Good job, you guys. Come back to center. Let's go the opposite side. Very gently go to the opposite side and just rotate. Good, Bernadette. Rachel, that's perfect. Let your head follow your hands. So make sure you're looking at your hands. Good, guys. That's it. Excellent job, Irene. Way to go, Terry. Paula, way to go. Well done. Good job, guys. Come back. And I've got a number of other stretches I want to show you today. But those are some simple stretches that you can do throughout your day. Some simple movements. Again, I want to ask everybody, what stretch was your favorite? Was there one in particular that you found like, oh, that really relaxed my shoulder, or that really relaxed my neck, or that really relaxed the back of my arm? Was there one in particular that you found like, that's one I wanna keep? Anybody have a thought?
Terry, what about you?
I
Did
like the
she,
one.
Terry,
I like the
go ahead,
one where
Tracy.
you move your arm to your temple and stretch.
Oh, for
You
your
move
neck.
it over your head to your temple and stretch.
Yes. Yes, good. Oh, that's excellent. Good, good, good. Thank you. Anybody else want to share? What stretch did you find really beneficial? The last stretch, Brenda said it looks like. Yeah, good. That rotational
Me, it
move.
was for the back, the one for the back.
Oh,
It's
good face. Were you thinking the one going to the side? Is that the one you were
Yeah,
thinking?
the one with the hands together and stretching the back area. That's the
Good.
problem area for me.
Good, good, good. Yeah, I'd love for you to
Okay.
put in chat, guys, if you wouldn't mind. Is there an area of your body that you feel tension or maybe even discomfort? For example, some of us have back pain, some of us have knee pain, some of us have, it could be, you name it, elbow pain. I'd love to hear from you if there's an area of your body that feels tight, that feels like it's a little bit tighter than maybe other parts of your body.
My
I was gonna, oh, sorry, Tracy, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, Crystal.
No, I was just gonna say usually it's in my neck and shoulders because I do,
Okay.
so much driving, and
Yes.
going back to LA. I
Yes.
feel that tightness in my neck and my shoulder, and I felt it this morning. I was like, wow, it's just tight
Mm,
all over. Seem like.
yeah. Yeah. So, Crystal, what you were sharing is probably the most common area of our bodies for most people that we feel tension. It's usually the upper part of the neck. It's the trapezius muscles. Like if somebody were to come behind you and squeeze your shoulders, it's like, oh, it feels so good, right? That's an area that we need to bring more blood flow to. So just doing any kind of movement today, I'm so glad we're talking about this because it will really benefit you, especially if you have any discomfort. Anybody else want to share?
My hip, my left hip, like the right above the hip.
Yes. Yes, the hip area is definitely one that I'm gonna show you some movements you can use for your lower body, and we're gonna talk about that. I have a handout for you all that I want you to print it out and I want you to put it on your refrigerator or somewhere you can see it daily. Okay, I'd love to have you look at that. It's good. Anybody else? Any other
Wait,
area that you noticed?
there's
Catherine?
stuff in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Irene says that her right shoulder has tension.
Mm,
Terry said that her lower back pain feels very tight. And
hmm.
Sandy said uh she said, I have had a chronic hemifacial spasm condition for the past 15 years, which may or may not get triggered when
Um,
I stretch.
Oh,
somehow
yeah.
I
Oh,
got signed up to every
Yeah,
laser
look at
meeting.
that.
So anyway, so this is a exercise thing, but
Oh, this is
to
Mary
do at
Jo.
home.
It looks like a ring on a bowl.
Okay, let me
Anybody
mute
else? Anybody
her.
else want to
oh, did you
share?
get it? Awesome, thank you.
Anybody else want to share?
Like the
Okay.
one that Sean, I like the one that has to do with the upper shoulder area, the shoulder brace. The one
Mm,
that you do both hands and then you put one hand on the other one side, the other hand was pressing a little on the elbow.
yeah, so
That one,
this really good point. So this is a tricep stretch. This stretches the back of the
tricep.
arm, but it also stretches the shoulder joint. You're absolutely right. Just having your arm in this position and then just applying a little bit of pressure really opens up that shoulder area. Now, I want to show you guys something, and this is something you can do while you're seated. This is a very beneficial movement. What I want you to do is take your hands, put them together, And then I want you to open your arms out as wide as you can. Now, I want you to watch me from the back. You really want to think of bringing your shoulder blades together. Okay. So when you move, I want you to think of opening your arms out as wide as you can, but think about bringing your shoulder blades together. Hold, 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 and then come back together. Okay, let's try that again. Inhale, inhale deeply, hold that breath, and then slowly exhale and then come back together. Good job, guys. Let's do that again. Inhale, hold, and slowly exhale. Now, this time I want you to pay attention to your muscles in your upper back. Okay, as you do that motion, think about what you feel. What do you feel as you bring your shoulder blades together? Hold that for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back together and relax. Good, good, good. Now, try this, guys. Take your right hand, place it on your shoulder. Take your left hand, place it on your other shoulder, and give yourself a hug. Just give yourself a warm hug right now. Just say, way to go, Crystal, way to go, Sean, way to go, Ellen, right? That was great. That was great. So, what we're doing here today, guys, I wanted to really share with you some snacks, some things that you can do, but pick your favorite move. And today, even, I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to give you my email, and I want everybody to shoot me a quick email and say, Sean, I snacked on this move. And whatever it is, it could be I snacked on the shoulder stretch, I snacked on the neck stretch, I snacked on, I'm going to show you a bunch of other stretches in just a moment. But have a seat, have a seat. You can relax. We're going to talk for just a minute. Well done, guys. Stretching is so vital for our mobility, for our health, for our blood circulation, for all of those things. And, when we talk about uh, growing old is optional, guys, I wanted to share a story with you. Some of you have actually heard me share this story before. This is a gentleman, true story, Yamura Mochirai from Japan. This gentleman was in his late 60s when he started to decide to get back in shape. Unfortunately, he had had a heart attack. He actually had heart surgery, open heart surgery. He was struggling with his weight. He felt like he needed to lose about 50 pounds. So he decided to put a pack on his back and start walking. And that's what he did every day. He started to put all of the weight that he was carrying. He said he had about 50 pounds to lose. So he put this weight in his backpack. And as he would lose weight, he would continue to keep the backpack on. So you can imagine how strong he became. And you can see him here walking. He even has ankle weights on. Many people ask me, are ankle weights a good idea? You got to be careful because especially if you've not been training for a while, it can be difficult and it can change your gait. So it can change, some of the structural things in your body. So you have to be careful. But he started walking daily, guys. But here's what happened. He had a dream. He had a dream that he ultimately wanted to accomplish a fitness goal. And he's in his late 60s, now into his 70s. He's been exercising regularly. He started training. His goal was to climb Mount Everest. Can you believe that? Going from open heart surgery to just walking around his town to now wanting to summit Mount Everest. You can only imagine, right? And so every day he did, and he finally completed his goal after months of training, but he became one of the strongest individuals to attempt this at a ripe age. Actually, he was when he finished, I think he was in his late 80s that he got to Mount Everest. But it started with walking. It started with just walking regularly, and he was one of the oldest individuals to ever summit Mount Everest, which is an unbelievable story. Here's a great picture of him. Look at just how happy that I believe he's in his late 80s here in this picture, but just a remarkable story, right? So I want to ask you, what is your Mount Everest? What is the goal that you'd like to accomplish? Now, you don't have to climb Mount Everest, but what is it that you'd like to accomplish? Maybe it's a 5K, right? Maybe it's coming on just a couple weeks, April 30th. to join us in a 5K event. Now, how much fun would that be, guys, to be together? I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait to give you a hug or a high five. But maybe your Mount Everest is 5K, and I'm going to teach you today. I want to share with you the importance of walking and stretching. Those are the two things I want to share with you today. I love this picture of him training. He would, when it was raining outside, he would get on a treadmill, but it didn't matter how old he was. He decided to commit to being fit, and that's what we all need to do, especially as we get older. And I love this quote from Mark Twain. Mark Twain said it best. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. And today we're going to talk about purpose. We're going to talk about revisiting our why. You know, why exercise? Let me pause for a second. I want to get everybody to share why are you here? That's probably even a better question. Like, why take time out of your busy day on a Wednesday to focus on your fitness and health? So the better question is, why take care of your fitness? Does anyone want to share with us? What's your why? I see Rachel right in front of me, and I know Rachel's worked hard on finding our why is really a wonderful exercise to do. And for some of us, we need to revisit that why. But I'm curious, would anyone like to share why focus on your fitness? Why eat healthy? Why stretch? Anyone want to start us off? What's your why?
I want to keep my
Uh,
mental health good, and walking helps. Uh, and I want my physical health to be as well, but for my kids, so I can for my grandkids, I want to be. I did this survey the other day, and it says, "How long will you live?" And when I did it, my parents, my mother lived to be 100, almost 101, and before she died, she was pretty healthy, and up until the end. But she got Alzheimer's when at the end. But if it said that I would only live to 83, and I thought, well, if I want to be like my mom, I'm gonna have to get on it. So this is why I'm here.
I got to get on it. I love it, Rachel. That is so good. It's so good. I heard a couple things there, Rachel. You said for my grandkids, you talked about your mom and the legacy your mom taught you, and I mean, think about that, being 100 years old, guys, and still being able to be a part of life and not just aging, um, but living, right? But actually living life and enjoying life, right? I mean, that's so good, Rachel. Thank you so much.
Don, she
That's
was even going to Dodger games at 100.
oh my
So,
God,
and
that's
and
amazing.
walking.
It's so good, so good, excellent. Anybody else have a thought? Why? Why? It seems like a very simple question, but why take the time to go for a walk? Why take the time to stretch your body? Why?
we have a couple
Well, you
things
know
in
what?
chat, if you don't mind me
Okay, go
reading.
ahead.
All right, go ahead,
Oh,
Catherine.
sorry. Terry says that she wants to train for strength and to prevent stiffness in her body.
Yeah,
And Bernadette said that I want to keep the quality of my life and stay on my feet into old age. I don't want to be helpless.
I love it, Bernadette. So good, so good. As we get into our topic today, guys, I'm going to even challenge you to dig when you think about, for example, if you were to ask most people, why exercise? And many people would say, I just want to be healthy. But and that's a great answer. It really is. But the deeper question is why? Why do you want to be healthy? Right? And that causes us to think, what's the reason for being healthy? Well, I just want to have less pain. That's a good reason. That's a good reason, right? I want to have less pain. I want to have more energy. But then the question would be, why do you want to have more energy? Why do you want to have less pain? What's the energy for, right? Do you see where we're going, guys? So if we can find and tap into that, what's that motivator? Like for many of us, maybe I'd like to lose 10 pounds. let's just use weight loss as an example. If I were to ask you, why do you want to lose 10 pounds? Then we'd have to have a different answer, right? I just want to feel better. I want to look better, right? Those are good answers. But let's go deeper. Why do we want to feel better? Why do we want to look better? What's the reason, right? So bless you, Catherine. Bless you. So I want you to think about that. Let's dig today because at our 5K, I would love for you to share with me your why. And it's going to take time, guys. It won't happen in a moment, but I hope today will help you to either revisit your why or to think about what is the reason I would go to a 5K? Why do that? Right? I love it. Some people are sharing on
They're still in the chat sharing. And what
yeah,
Sandy put truth when she says the financial cost of becoming sick and requiring assistance is mind-boggling.
absolutely,
And you're
Sandy.
absolutely right, Sandy. You know, I've looked into stuff just in case for my parents, and it's crazy how much assisted living and places like that actually cost. So for me,
Mhm.
Sean, is to be able to remain independent, you know,
Yes,
to not to similar to what Bernadette said, is not to require assistance in a lot of things, you know. So I want to still be able to walk. I want to still be able to do things and not have to depend on someone helping me and all of that.
I love it,
So
Crystal.
Terry says, live a healthy and long life. Yalin says, I want to continue to travel around the world without much physical or mental assistance.
I love
Yep,
it,
that's it.
you guys. It's so good. So, Crystal, what you just said, I think, is so powerful. The idea of what if 10 years from now, we're in better physical fitness than we were 10 years ago, right? 10 years from now. What if a year from now we commit? It starts with our 5K. What if we show up at the 5K and we all commit to each other? And this would be so much fun to do, guys. We all promise each other we are going to commit for and we're going to see you again because we're going to have another 5K months from now, a few months from now. I think it's in November if I'm not mistaken, right? Crystal, is that right? What if we go on a 5K walk together? We all make this commitment to one another. We do our regular monthly classes and support one another. What if we become more fit than we could have ever imagined? What would that do to our lives? How would that impact our energy? How would that impact our relationships? How would that impact our happiness, our joy, right? We can do this, guys. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so thankful for Lacers that they've committed to investing in us all, right? That we're taking this time to really turn back the clock so we can be younger. We can be younger in a year. There's a great book out, guys. I forget the name of the author right now, but it's called Younger Next Year. Younger Next Year. If anybody finds that author, but it's a phenomenal book on just what we're doing here, doing stretching, walking, light resistance training, where we're getting our health back. We're slowing the physiological aging clock. So let's do that right now. Stand up again. We're going to go through some snacking. Let's go ahead and snack. We'll come back to this topic about purpose because I really want to share some more with you. Now, let's go back to the routine of our upper body. Let's start, guys. Take both hands, place them below your waist, raise your arms above your head, turn your eyes to the sky, inhale, down, and exhale as you lower your arms down. Good. Excellent. Let's do that again. Inhale. I want you to think about what you're grateful for today. Think about what you're grateful for. Hold that breath. Slowly lower those arms down and exhale. Good job, guys. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath. Think about what you're grateful for. Just think about that one or two or three things you're grateful for. And as you exhale, I want you to let go of any stress, any worry, any concern that you may have. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Do that again, guys. Inhale as you raise your arms up. Think about what you're grateful for. And I want you to lower your hands down and let go of anything you may be feeling that's stressing you out, worrying you, and let go. Good. Okay, now place your left hand on your hip. I want you to look at me on my hand on my hip just here. And then I want you to raise your other arm above your head and I want you to tilt like a teacup very gently hold, hold. Again, don't push it. Just where you feel tension, stop. Hold that position. Good job, guys. Come back to center. Good. Excellent. We're going to put other hand on the hip. We're going to raise the opposite hand. We're going to go the opposite direction. Again, think about what you're grateful for. Hold that position. You may feel a few pops in the back. That's okay. Just don't go to don't push yourself too far. Relax your body. Bring your arms down. Well done. Excellent. Okay, that's a snack for the back, right? Now let's snack for the neck. Do you remember them? We're going to lower our chin to our chest. Let the weight of your head bring your chin to your chest. If you can't bring your chin to your chest, don't worry about it. Hold that position. The weight of make sure your hands are below your waist. Relax your breathing. Come back to center. Go ahead and bring your eyes up. Well done. Let's try that again. Watch me, guys, for a second. I'm going to lower my chin to my chest. Just let the weight of my head gently stretch the back of the neck. Go ahead and try that. Good. Hold that position. Good. Well done, guys. I can see you. Excellent job. Well done. Good. Sylvia, try it with your hands below your waist, sweetie. Just put your hands below your waist. Good job. Well done, guys. Okay, excellent. Look up. Now what we're going to do, guys, I want you to rotate just turn your head. I'm turning to my left. You can go to your left or your right. Go to where you feel tension. Hold that position. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Come back to center. Let's do the opposite side. Same thing. Gently, gently. Good. Come back to center. Now you may notice that your neck feels a little bit looser than the first time that we did this. Okay, now let's let the weight of our head gently, gently, gently go to the side of our shoulder. Just gently allow the weight of your head. Good, guys. Hold that position. Just again hold for about 10 seconds. Good work. Come back to center. Good. Let's go the opposite direction. We're going to allow the weight of our head. Just think about your ear coming as close to your shoulder as you can, but don't force it. Just let the weight gradually, gradually pull you down. Good work, guys. Excellent job. Okay, come back to center slowly. Now, we're going to take our hand, we're going to place it on the side of our head, on our temple, and just gently, don't force it, gently allow the weight of your hand to stretch that shoulder and that neck. Keep your hand below your waist. If you want, bring your fingertips up just a bit, not much. Good work. Again, think about what you're grateful for as you're breathing. Good job, guys. Release your hand. Go ahead and bring your head up gently. Opposite side. Let's do it again. Hand on top of the side of our head. We're going to gently apply a little bit of pressure. Good job, guys. Well done. Well done. Good. Come back. Release your hand. Excellent. Good. Let's do one more for the upper body. We're going to interlock our fingers. If you prefer, you can just raise one hand. But if you want to try it with both hands, raise your arms above your head. Bring your shoulder blades together. Hold that position. Hold. Good. Push your hands to the ceiling, guys. Push your hands up to the ceiling. Try and keep your fingers interlocked. You're going to feel that in your forearm as well. And then release slowly as you bring your hands down. Good job. I want to show you one for your lower body, okay? Hopefully you can see me. I'm going to put my foot in the ground. So I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to place it in the ground. So hopefully you can see me here. My foot right there, guys. I'm going to put my toe up. My toe is going to be up and I'm going to just gently place my hands on my thigh and gently lower down. Gently hold. Just hold that position. You're going to feel a stretch in the back of the leg. Hold that position again for 10, 15 seconds. Let me watch you. Good job, Sylvia. Good job, Terry. Way to go, Irene. Good job, y'all. Good work. I love it. Nicely done, Bernadette. Good job. Looks good. Okay, relax. Slowly stand up. Now we're going to go the opposite side. I'm going to put my left heel in the ground. I'm going to place my hands on top of my left thigh. I'm going to gently, 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 gently lower down. Bring your hands maybe to your kneecap if you can. That's fine. Hold it. Hold it. Good. Again, you want to hold it for about 15 seconds here. 10 to 15. Well done. Come back up, guys. Good job. Nope.
Sean, could you put the view back on the way you had it before when you showed it with pointing
Yeah.
your butt up? Because
Yes,
you've been showing,
absolutely. Yeah.
you've been showing your upper body when you're showing what should be a gap.
Yeah. Can you see me here? So
Yes.
you're going to want to place your hands on your thighs and slowly lower your hands down. With your toe up, when you bring your toe up, guys, your toes are pointing up towards the shin. You're going to feel much more of a stretch in the back of the leg.
That
It's
was
a
my question, if we put our toe up.
Yes. So Irene, that's exactly right. You want to bring the toe up. Now, it's still beneficial without the toe up, but when you bring that toe up, it really stretches the back of the leg, the hamstring area. That gets tight, gets very tight as we do, regular motion. So well done, guys. Good snacking. Okay, let's go back. I want to go ahead and have a seat. Feel free to have a seat if you want. So just doing little snacks like this can really be beneficial. Let's talk a little bit about the power of purpose. Okay, let's chat a little bit about why purpose. And I think the science is overwhelming, guys. The more we understand why we want to exercise or why we want to live, individuals that really understand and tap into their sense of purpose live longer. They protect against heart disease, prevent Alzheimer's. As Rachel was talking about, one of the best things that we can do to prevent Alzheimer's or dementia is movement, but it's also having a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives. Handle pain and stress better, have better relationships. I mean, these are all just a few of the reasons when we think about the power of why, really understanding purpose and meaning in our life. And I love this. Dan Buettner, many of you have heard about him. He was a researcher. He looked at research. He famous book called The Blue Zones. I would highly recommend it. What he discovered were certain parts of the world, what they called blue zones, where people were living to 100 years old. 100, right? Hey, like we're talking about, Rachel, like 100 years old. Believe it or not, there are certain parts of the world where a lot of the population are living to become centurions, 100 years old. Amazing. Why? Partly because guess what they do? They not only have a healthy diet, they all move. And this is what's fascinating. They don't necessarily exercise, but they move. For example, they move throughout their day. They go for walks. They're farming or they're growing plants or they're hunting or they're moving throughout their day, right? They're not going to a gym per se, but one of the main movements was walking, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But I love this. Purpose was found overwhelmingly, like exercise, to become one of the greatest buffers against risk as we get older. So as important as it is to exercise, it's super important for us to really understand our sense of purpose and meaning. And to be honest with you, when we're working, our work can become our purpose. But when we retire, it can be a transition. It can be difficult to find where's my purpose? What do I really want to invest my time and my energy in? Those are really good questions and very healthy questions to ask. So I want to just take you through a quick assessment. I want you to assess your sense of purpose. And I want you to just, if you look at the screen, you'll see a little nomenclature there. You can score yourself if you want to, but I want to give you a few questions. You can score yourself 1 if you never feel like this, or often you can give yourself a 5. But for example, um, number 1, I have a clear understanding of my purpose in life. Like what your purpose is, right? You could articulate it very easily. It could be about your faith. It could be pertaining to your family. It could be pertaining to a particular goal that you may have. I love this. I allow myself to dream and find ways to realize my dreams. Are you dreaming? Are you still dreaming? Do you have hopes for next year, like a trip you may want to go on, or something that you want to bless your family with? Some of you have told me you want to write a book. Some of you have told me you want to learn a new language. Those are all wonderful goals and wonderful dreams. Number three, I contemplate my purpose, my why before beginning my day. What I'd love to do and help all of us do is come up with our why statement and put it somewhere where you can read it daily because it reminds us, especially when we're under stress, under difficulty, maybe there's stuff going on in our family, it can always remind us of why. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my reason for life? I love this one. Number four, I strive daily to reach my life's purpose and my personal potential. You know what, guys? I can say this. There's a song in a lot of us. A lot of us are singers, and you may need to join that choir. You may need to go sign up at church and say, I want to share my gift or my particular strength because I've met most of you on this call, and I can tell you this is one amazing group of talented individuals. So I strive daily to reach my life purpose and potential. Number five, I know my strengths and I use them regularly. Maybe we need to assess what are my strengths? What are my gifts? What are the things that I feel that I'm good at? It could be encouraging others. That's a phenomenal strength. I've met, again, most of you on this call, and most of you are all encouragers. I don't think it's by coincidence you're here, right? You're so good at looking at the good in people and reminding them, don't lose hope. Today's a new day. Doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Today's a new day, right? Number six, my life today is rewarding and based upon my deepest values and passion. That's a good question, right? Or good statement. What are my values? What do I value most? Again, is it my faith? Is it family? Is it some particular goal I have in mind? What am I passionate about? What is it something that I can lose time just doing? It's a hobby. It's something very joyful. It's maybe helping others. Number seven, I am clear and content with what are my greatest talents and personal strengths. Again, going back to, do you know your strengths? Do you know what your gifts are? We need to find those if we don't. Number eight, and I think this is a good one. I express and regularly utilize my talents, gifts, and abilities in all aspects of my life. So, in other words, am I volunteering? Am I giving my time to help others? Right? And maybe we're not ready for that yet, but think about it because our talents can really benefit a lot of people, and we gain so much purpose in helping other people, right? Number nine, I believe I make a significant difference in the lives of others. I believe I make a significant difference in the lives of others. That's a huge statement, right? Some of us may feel since we've retired, it's like, I really want to make a significant difference, and I'm going to think about how I can best do that. Maybe it's writing a book. Maybe it's writing that song. Maybe it's learning to be a, a comedian. I'm not sure what is your dream, but whatever it may be, it's never too late. Never too late. And I love this one, last one. I feel a part of something much larger than myself. I feel a part of something much larger than myself. This is what I've noticed with this group. When we get together, we all have this greater sense of purpose together, right? And I think just this Lacers group that we gain so much purpose in meeting together because we remind each other of the importance of taking care of ourselves, taking care of our dreams and what it may be that we want to grow in. So if you want, you can add up your score. You can add up, what you gave yourself point wise. And again, this is on the handouts. You can download if you want, and you can do this later. But if you look at your scores, 10 to 19 is really good that we're talking about this because purpose is something we all need to revisit. if you score 20 to 30, you know, you're somebody that is practicing purpose in your life. If you scored 31 to 40, you're skilled at it. But if you're a 41 to 50, you should be coaching other people on helping them find their purpose. And that is an amazing purpose. Helping young people, helping folks that are maybe struggling with their sense of purpose. Nothing greater than helping others find their purpose. Okay, how we doing? Give me a thumbs up. Everybody okay? Yeah? Okay. Let's do another snack. Go ahead and stand up, guys. This time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I have for you. I've got a little chart for you. Hang on one second. I'll bring it up because this is a handout that I'd love for you to make sure that you download. Here it is, guys. Okay. So this is a chart I want you to print out or put it on your computer screen. You can have it on your computer screen. And it's wonderful because it has every stretch you can imagine, right? So the first one is stretching the shoulder. It's just reaching across our body, right? The second one, as you'll see here in the middle, is putting our arm behind our head, right? But there are other stretches there that I think are very beneficial that we haven't even attempted. If you go down to the last 6, you'll see these are movements for stretching your lower body and your back. And you can see the movements are designed to really help you stretch your lower body. And lower body flexibility training is very, very important. It's very much needed. And let's just do one together. Go ahead and stand up, guys. Go ahead and stand up. And we're going to do this one together. What I want you to do is watch me first. Okay. I'm going to have you take your hands and I want you to place them on your thighs. Okay. Place your hands on your thighs. Okay. I want you to put your feet together, guys. So your feet are going to be touching together. And all I want you to do is I just want you to slide your hands gently down as you bend from your waist. You're going to bend just a little bit. And I want you to be about midway down your thigh, okay? Just hold that position. Just hold that. Now, if this causes any back pain, go ahead and come back up. We're going to stand up again. Go ahead and stand up. I want you to arch your back just a little bit. Arch your back. Good. Okay, now come back. Hands are on our thighs. Go down a little bit further if you want to, or just the same area. You can go down a little bit further if you want to, but be careful. Please be careful. Bend your knees just a little bit, guys. Bend your knees just a little bit. Good. Hold that position. Come back to center. Come on back up. Good. Go ahead and stand. Now, widen your stance a little bit. Go ahead and step your feet out just a little bit. Okay. And I want you to take your hands and I want you to go a little bit further, just bending from the waist, just a little bit further, maybe close to hands touching your kneecap. Just touch. Again, just gently, but be careful of your lower back. Bend your knees just a little bit. Support your weight. Good job, guys. Excellent. Now we're going to come back up. Go ahead and stand up for me. Excellent job. Now, I want you to take your right foot, put your right foot in front. And again, what I want you to do is I want you to bring your toe up. Okay, I'm going to show you here so you can see me. I'm going to have you put your toe up from the ground. Okay, make sure that that toe is elevated. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to place your hands on your thighs, one thigh on my right leg. I'm going to bend from the waist, just gently. Go to about that kneecap if you can, and hold. Hold that position. Just hold. Good job, guys.
John, can you move over a little more closer to the door where it gets the bottom part of your body? Yes, that's great.
Yeah, foot is up, hand is here, right about kneecap level. Now, some of you can go all the way down, but I don't want you to do that right now. Just hold it here. Good. Now switch sides. Let's go the other way. Toe is up, hands are going to be here. We're going to gently, 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 gently lower down. Good, guys. Good. Excellent, excellent work. Come up from that. Let's do that again. Let's do that again, opposite side. Again, don't force it. Go to where you feel just tension. Toe is up, elevated up. Good. And then lower down, gently lower down, gently lower down, gently lower down. Good job, guys. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. Now this stretches your back and your hamstring. Other side, toe is elevated. We're going to take our hands and we're going to gently, gently lower down. Good. Hold. You're going to feel that right in the back of the leg, the hamstring. Hold. Hold for about 15 seconds. And then come back up from that motion. Well done. Well done. Good job, you guys. Well done. Everybody okay? Okay, have a seat. Have a seat. So what we're doing here is snacking today. We're learning to snack. This kind of motion will not elevate your heart rate, but what it does is it helps your body feel a little bit less tension, especially you may feel even a little bit warmer from this kind of movement. This is the kind of activity you want to do before you go on your walk, ideally. So go for a little bit of a walk, warm your body up, and then do some light stretching. That's something that we'll do together on our 5K. Everybody doing okay? So stretching is something I really want you to incorporate into your day. Some of you may thought, you know, I love this stretch. Personally, for me, this is one of my favorite stretches. Just leaning over. And you could do that sitting down, guys. Try it right now where you're sitting. Raise your left hand up, reach up, and then just gently lean over to the side. But again, be careful. Don't go too far. Gently, gently, gently. You're going to feel a stretch in that back, right? Come back to center, go the other side. Same thing. Good job. So you can do these movements throughout your day, just reminding yourself it's so important to move. So important to move. Good. Does anybody have any questions at all?
No, I find exercising is also good for the heart and the lungs.
Yes.
And sometimes you can start out uh, and don't feel like you want to exercise. But through my years of dealing with a lot of exercising, your body feels so much better, so much more relaxed and stuff. Because I took Taekwondo for 4 years.
Oh
And we
my.
had to always warm our bodies before we got into the sparring and stuff like that. We did a
Yes.
lot of leg stretches where we had a partner. We would put our back against the wall and the partner would lift our legs up, one at a time, stretching the legs. And
Mm-hmm.
then we had one exercise that we would put a person on our back. We would bend over and have a person to lay on our back where it would be stretching their stomach
Oh my.
muscles.
Oh my gosh.
So we went through a lot of strenuous exercising, but sometimes because I worked during the day, I
Yeah.
didn't feel like going to class in the evening, but I says, oh no, I have to go, I have to go.
So
And
good.
I would feel so much better
Yes.
going. And when I got back home, I felt so much better.
So good. I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. That's really encouraging, I think, for all of us.
John,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When we are doing our exercise that raise our hand and arm above our head, does it matter whether or not we have our palm facing down or facing up?
So I want to make sure I know the stretch that you're referring to. If you
The
could,
last exercise we just did,
oh, for your legs,
no,
the
for the hands above our head.
when you're interlocking your
No,
fingers
no,
and
no,
going
no,
above.
no, not that one. The other, just one hand. Yes. While you're
Yes.
doing this, are we having, does it matter? What's the difference if we have our palm facing down or facing up
Yeah, you want your palm facing the ground.
or
So,
facing on the ground,
yes.
facing down?
Now, as you extend, you just want to think about bringing your hand over. You
Okay.
could extend here, but you're going to limit your rotation. So as your palm
Oh,
is going down, it naturally brings your body down. So
oh, okay.
you're going to watch your hand facing the ground. That's a great question.
Oh, I
Really,
see.
really good question.
Because I remember when I was young, like in grade school, we have a dance at a physical education class,
Mhm.
and that is like my hands are going up like this, but then when it goes above our head, and then we turn our
Yes.
palm toward the sky, so that
Yes.
that kind of movement.
Yes, if you're doing that motion, if you extend your hand as you're talking about, so if you turn your hand, you're actually doing a different stretch. You're actually stretching actually the arm itself. This position is more natural because you're going to
Yes,
notice that gravity will take you down. So
right.
actually you could do both positions, whatever's most comfortable for you. I
Uh-huh.
prefer the hand down because it does
Yes.
allow a little bit more stretch in the lower back.
Yes,
Um,
it's more
I love
natural.
that. I love that movement because, and that's Ellen, that's really important. When you're stretching, you want it to feel very natural, right? You don't want to force it. If you're
Mm-hmm.
feeling tension, that's when you want to stop. But if you feel pain, you definitely have gone too far. You don't want to feel pain, just tension, just light tension.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Really, really
Thank you.
good question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, guys, let's go back. I want to chat with you. I want to give you an exercise that you can do that I hope will help you find your purpose. This is a picture, I think I've shown many of you this picture of my two children, my son Joel. My son is going to be 31 years old. I can't believe that. My daughter Brooke is 28, and my mom, who is going to be 96 years old, guys, in
Mm,
July. Yes, and
wonderful.
mom's still doing great, guys. She is such a blessing. But here's what I want you to think about. Imagine your 90th birthday. Imagine going to your 90th birthday party. Okay, this actually was my mom's birthday. I think she was 92 or 93 at this birthday party. But I want you to imagine you're in the middle of this picture and you got everybody there. Your family's there, your friends are there. I want you to picture whoever is there you want to be there. But these are the questions I want you to answer. And do me a favor, take a picture of this slide, grab your phone. At the end of this, I'm going to have you take a picture, okay? But these are the questions I want you to answer. Number one, who's there? Who's at your party that you really want there? You really would love them to be there. Who's there? And again, you can work on this, but this is an exercise that's probably even more important than the stretching I'm showing you today. This exercise will really help you, I think, crystallize what your why is. Number two, what do you want them to say about you at your 90th birthday party? What do you want your family, your friends, your loved ones to say about you? What do they say? What are the words that you're hearing? And then here's the big question, guys. If there were one thing that you'd want said about you, what is that one thing? One thing that they said about you. Like they said, Sean was such and is such a loving person. That's it. If I had one thing to say about me, or maybe it's that Catherine was always so generous, or Rachel was beaming with a smile all the time, right? What is that one thing that you so want to pour into others that they remember and they tell you? Right? Like I would tell my mom oozes grace. My mom oozes love. She always has. And I tell her that all the time. So grateful for that. But what's your one thing? And I think if you can find that, that'll help you write your why, write your one thing. So here's what I want you to work on, guys. And I'm not expecting you to be done when I see you at the 5K, but I'd love for you to be working on this. What's your why? What's your one word? Maybe it's love. My word is love, right? My word is grace, kindness, joy. Those are wonderful words, but what's a word you'd love associated with your life? What's maybe a phrase? Maybe it's a verse from scripture, or maybe it's a quote that you've loved and you've read, and that's going to help you get closer to that. But ultimately, what I'd love for you to do is come up with one sentence. Let me show you some examples. These are folks that we did this exercise with, throughout the country. We've done this workshop, and people came up with things like, I want to be known for gratitude. I want to be known as an encourager. I want to be known as the best grandma ever. I want to be known as a teacher. I want to be known as an evangelist. I want to be known as somebody that was a restorer, a helper. I had endurance. What is your word? That may help. But I want to share with you just a couple. I love this, guys. Look at this one. I want to be a fit grandma. That's a great why. I want to be a fit grandma. So I can what? I can climb, I can go hiking with my grandkids, I can live life, right? Now, go deeper on these. Like I love this one. I want to be fit and healthy to reach my life goals. That's a great why. What are your life goals? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do with your life? That's why we're training for our fitness. I love this one. This was a doctor. True, all of these are legitimate individuals. I'm a doctor and I want to help as many people as I can. That's brilliant because doctors work long hours and sometimes they don't take care of themselves, right? They know a lot, but they're not taking care of themselves. You've all heard the not it's not a rhyme, but the fable of the goose that laid the golden egg, right? Yeah, guess who the goose is? We're the goose, right? You have to take care of the goose or we can't lay the golden egg. I love this one. I want to be my kid's hero. That's a great why. Why do we do what we do? I think I've shared this with you all. Pastor John was a dear friend of mine. I remember at a retreat I was at, he turned to me and he asked me, he goes, "Hey, Sean, can you help me lose 40 pounds?" I don't know, like, he knew what I did for a living. And I'm like, "Sure, Pastor, how can I help you?" And he said this to me, you guys, and I'll never forget this. He said, "It's not what you think." And I said, "Okay, what is that?" He goes, "Yes, I want to look better and I want to feel better." And he was in about his early 70s, I think at the time. He said, "Sean, this is why. This is why I want to lose weight." And look at what he said, you guys. He said, "I want to share love, God's love with as many people as I can, as long as I can." That's what he said. And I thought, I stopped him and said, "That's brilliant." Because what he did is he combined his calling, what he felt called to in his life, with his fitness and his health. And he lost weight. Why? Because he had a purpose that was bigger than himself. And I really want to encourage you, think about that purpose that's bigger than you, that's going to help so many others. And that's what he did. He realized, you know what? I want to share the love of God with as many people as I can, as long as I can. That's pretty cool that he figured that out, right? And whether you're faith-based or not, think of this. The brilliance of saying that, all of these whys are fantastic. But Pastor John's, even if he just said, "I want to share love with others as long as I can, with as many as I can," that's beautiful. Beautiful. So here we go. This is what I want you to do. Take a picture of this if you don't mind. And I'm going to go back because I wanted you to take a picture of the other one too. Take a picture of this because what I want you to come up with is think about what you want to contribute to society or to your family or to your life. To blank. What is it that you want to contribute? And then the other word is so that what's the impact you want to make? Like, let's play this down the road 10 years from now. If you were to begin to take care of your own health and wellness so that you could help, let's say, a group of individuals that were less fortunate than you, what impact would you want to make on your community or on your family or in your life, your neighbors, for example? So this is a good little exercise. Think about what you want to contribute and what impact would you like to make. It could be, I just want to be at my 90th birthday party. I want my family to know how much I love them, right? That could be it. That could be the impact. I'm going to pause for a second and let you guys ask questions. I find that one slide I wanted y'all to take a picture of. Yeah, here it is. Anybody have any questions or comments? Take a picture of this slide, guys, because this is homework. I'd love for you to go to your 90th birthday party. At least journal about it, think about it, spend some time. And some of you may know already the answers to this question, and we can even take a moment to have you share. But please take a picture of that. This will be in your handouts too, guys, so you'll see this. But I do want to end with this because I want to just make sure that you all are aware of this. Viktor Frankl, the great Jewish psychiatrist, brilliant man. He said, "You don't create your mission in life, you detect it." So what we're doing is a little detective work right now, guys. We're really every year I love to revisit this topic because it's so important for our health and well-being to know our sense of purpose in life. Some of us may have been really thinking lately about our purpose, and it's timely that this has come up for us, right? I love this quote too. Robert Burns said, "The purpose of life is a life of purpose." If you want to experience, if anybody, one of the greatest tragedies in our history, in our global history, was the Nazi regime and what happened in the concentration camps. Viktor Frankl was a survivor of the concentration camps. He saw men, in particular, lose hope every day in what they endured during the concentration camps. But he discovered, and he was a psychiatrist, and he started doing research in his mind. He's like, how is it that others are surviving this tragedy? How are they able to get through it? And he realized it was because they had purpose, they had meaning. That was the main discovery of what he found. So this is so important, guys, that we lean on this. So I want to give you, this is going to be in your notes as well. I would love to give you some information on, I have a little training for you. So your Couch to 5K, ultimately, we've got about 2.5 weeks, roughly, I think. Isn't that right, guys? Maybe three, about 3 weeks. Is that right, Crystal? 3 weeks. So I've got a little layout for you. This is all information. You feel free. This is going to be in your packet, but there's 4 different types of walkers. Okay, I'll just show you real quickly. So some of you are going to be strolling, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to be with this group. This is the group that we're going to buddy up. We're going to talk about our purpose. We're going to talk about fun topics. We're going to have a nice stroll as we do our 5K. This is a group that I want to make sure that we're safe, we're working together. You may be just new to physical activity and exercise. This is what we call our beginner level, and it's a great way to start because guess what? When we walk in November, you may move up to the next group, which is the intermediate group. That's the rolling. This is a faster walk. We'll do some of this in our beginning phase, but this is a little bit more of an intermittent walker. This is somebody that's pumping their arms. They're really trying to go fast. They're moving their heel down to the ground throughout. Then there's the burning technique. These are folks that are fast walkers. This is Ben, speed walker, right? And then there's also a level 4. These are runners. These are folks that, want to do resistance training, but they're runners. They like to run. Um, and again, we're gonna have a range of people that are. Some of us are going to be walking and like a stroll, but really enjoying it and having a great time. And then some of us want to challenge ourselves with a run. Wherever you are so welcome to be with us. We can't wait to do this with you guys. But a couple other things. When you look at what's called your rate of perceived exertion, our beginner walk is going to be about a 2 to a 3. It's a light activity. It leans about to a 2 to a 4. Our next level intermediate is going to be more of a 4 to a 5. And then the advanced group is going to be more of a 6 to a 7. Okay, that's going to be the range that some people are going to go fast. Those are our runners. Again, they may go off on their own or buddy up with somebody. That's totally up to them. But I have a workout for you that you can check out. That's something that you can do throughout your remaining weeks. But I do have a walking schedule for you. Be sure to print this out. I would love for you this week, if you got nothing from our time together, please print this out. Do 1 or 2 of these stretches a day that you can snack on them. They're great stretches. And then lastly, please don't print this out. Just I've given this to you in your notes. I think it's about 20 pages long. It is a phenomenal resource. It'll fire you up before our 5K. The National Walking Day, I believe it was April 6th, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to celebrate it a little bit late, but great resource, guys, for walkers. So please check that out. And I did give you a 4-week walking schedule that if you want to follow it, you can start out now. I would encourage you before our 5K, just start walking at least 2 or 3 or 4 times a week. Do some of your resistance training as we've been talking about. Go at a moderate pace. This is a schedule you can follow. That's available to you as well. And I want to leave you with this, guys. And we've got about 2 minutes left, but I want you to think about over the next 2 or 3 weeks, ask yourself this question. How important is it for you to start walking now on a scale of 1 to 10? One would be, or zero is not important. A 10 is very important. Okay. Just rate yourself. How important is this for you to start walking? Okay. Let's just start with walking. Then the second question is this: how confident are you in your ability to make this change, to start walking? Right? Maybe again, score yourself 0 to 10. But here's a question: what would make you more confident? Maybe it's a buddy. Maybe it's somebody in this group that you can say, hey, you live close to me. Let's go for walks together. Or maybe, hey, would you mind if I called you every time I went for a walk and we can talk on the phone? Get a buddy, get somebody close to you, a family member. And this one, how important is it that you start walking now? Again, scale of 0 to 10, rate yourself. How can you boost that importance? One way is to consider your why. When you find your why, it's going to become much more important to you because you really want to fulfill that why and be here and have the energy to do that. And then again, confidence, what will help your confidence? So today, guys, I do want to leave you with this. I want to make sure that you have the information for our 5K. Please, please come. Um, Selfishly, I just so want to be able to give you a hug or a high five and say, well done, just for being there and taking care of you. And I think I speak for our entire Lacers team. We're so honored and privileged to be able to work with you guys and live life together. It's truly an honor. So I will leave it at that. Does anybody have any questions or comments?